You know what, Steve? They love you all. Y'all loved our video about our 7 travel apps so much, we thought we'd share another 7 travel apps with you, 14 in total. And these, again, are another 7 apps that most people don't know about that we use all the time to make our life as travelers much easier.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've been traveling the world for almost 5 years now. My name is Steve. This is Chris. We're EatWalkLearn, and you use your phone all the time. And phone apps for everything, everything that's good. And we've come up with, I think, some really good gems of some apps that really make your life easier, and they're all across the board.
And save you money.
It save you money, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, so we got another 7 for you, and we're gonna just kick it right off with our first app.
Yep. So, we're not going to go through what everybody else talks about. Like we said before, we're not going to talk about Google and Translate and all those apps the essential apps that you need. These are like the ones that really add punch to your day beyond just your typical essential apps. Yes. So app number 1 we love is Windy. This is one that Steve just came across.
Yeah, so this was referred to me by a ship captain here in Poros.
Because we hang out with the ship captains these days.
We do all the time. And so I'm a guy that's kind of in my 60s, and I love to track the weather, right? So who doesn't like to track the weather? What's the weather going to be today? What's the weather going to be tomorrow? What is it raining? How long is it going to rain for? We're always asking these kinds of questions. And I get really frustrated with the different weather apps, with the standard ones that you've heard of. And then I heard about this one called Windy, and it's like, this is so cool. Not only is it designed for ship captains because it gives you the wind directions and the wind speed and the forecast of the wind, but it gives you the temperature, it gives you the radar, it gives you the barometric pressure, it tells you what as far into the future as you want, a prediction hour by hour of the weather.
I don't have to
just weather app.
I just don't have to look out my window anymore. I can just say to you, honey, what's the weather?
You never have to go outside again. I will tell you. Close your windows, close your shutters. I'll tell you what the weather is.
Yeah, and we'll know where 72 degrees is because Steve's tracking it. Okay, app number 2. This is one of my favorite, Alltrails. A lot of people know about this app. We're actually going to put a link in the description because I have a little discount that you can get when you use Alltrails. This is an app that tells us everywhere in the world we can go hiking. It gives us where the hikes are, how long they are, what the duration is, how difficult they are, any tips. It actually will navigate you to the trailhead. Yep. It will record your app. Now, it is free. You can pay for the premium version. They have a Black Friday sale. They have a Black Friday sale if you missed it, or they often have sales. So it costs, I think it's $30 without the coupons and $15 or something with. But what's nice about the premium is that you can use it live and actually do tracking with it while you're hiking. So in case you get into trouble or get lost, you have an ability on the app to be able to get out of trouble.
One of my favorite features is something you don't even think about. Like if you want to find out where does this hike start? Where's the start of the trail? And you say, well, I'll just use Google Maps. Well, you can't use Google Maps to say where's the start of the trail.
Yeah.
But Alltrails will get you right there, and it'll tell you where the parking is. And it
navigates you right to the trailhead.
Yeah, right to the spot. So it is a great app. And we do a lot of hiking. In the last year, we have hiked Patagonia. We've hiked in the coast of Portugal. We've hiked in Romania, and Alltrails is everywhere.
Yeah, including the U.S.
including the U.S.
So next app, not a sexy one, but something that you need. Most people have this, but we use CyberGhost. This is our VPN app, and we have it not only on our Roku, what's the sticky thingy called?
The Fire Stick.
The Fire Stick. Not only do we have it on our Fire Stick, but we also have it on our computers and on our phones. What's it do?
Yeah, well, so VPN is really important if you're really interested in security, which you should be as you travel around the world. This locks down your internet access, so nobody can hack into your computer if you're on a public internet on a Wi-Fi.
And you can stream.
And you can stream. And so this is our benefit. You know, we're sitting here in Greece and we want to watch our favorite show on Netflix. It's pretty darn easy to change your settings, and all of a sudden your television is in Los Angeles.
And don't tell everybody, but Steve's favorite show was the British baking show.
I love the British baking show. Who doesn't like that?
All right,
Yesterday,
next step.
we learned how to make scones. I don't even know what a scone is.
You do now.
I do know, it's a biscuit.
But speaking of scones, where do we get a lot of scones? Actually, in our next app. How was that for a segue?
That's good.
Too Good To Go. Oh my God, do we love this app? Well, I love it.
So here, let's explain Too Good To Go. So restaurants
and grocery stores.
and grocery stores and bakeries and things like that, Starbucks, things like that. They'll have food at the end of the day that it's the end of the day, and they're just going to pitch it, right? Mm-hmm. So what they do is they'll set it up on Too Good To Go, where you can come to the restaurant, and usually for it's about a quarter or a third of the normal price, you can get a nice meal or a nice bag of baked goods, or something, you know, from the grocery store. Let's say it's going to be expiring in 2 to 3 days, and they want to just, you know, move it out so they don't have to worry about having to throw it away. So Too Good To Go is an app that connects people with food suppliers, with food waste, and makes sure that food's not wasted.
Yeah.
So I like it because you save a lot of money, and you can really experiment and find some really good and interesting food that you may not normally try. Mm-hmm. But it feels kind of bohemian is the word that I use.
You know, it's funny to walk into a shop and there's a window of time that you have to pick up your purchase. And so it's usually towards the end of the day. So let's say the shop closes at 5, you have to come at 4:30. You know, it's funny to walk in at 4:30, like to a pizza shop that's selling the rest of their pizza. People are buying a slice of pizza for $8, and we go in and we say, here's our Too Good To Go for $2, and they give us a piece of pizza. So, you know, you'll be right next to the people paying full price to get something that's a quarter of the price at the time. It's just in time eating. I mean, this is not food that you're going to buy and then use 7 or 8 days later. And a lot of times if we are house sitting, we will go to the groceries and do the grocery pickup because we can bring that food home immediately and cook it and use it within the next day or two. Because a lot of it's right at its end of its expiration, but it's still good, valid food and good, tasty food. So we save a lot of money with Too Good To Go.
Exactly.
It's not everywhere. It's in Dublin. We love it in Dublin.
Ireland,
and all over the US.
It's really expensive there.
Yeah.
But yeah, and a lot of times it's a surprise bag. So it might be a bakery and you don't know what you're going to get, but it doesn't matter because it's from a bakery.
Right. So, but if you do have food restrictions, if you're celiac or vegan or vegetarian, you just have to go with the flow, what they give you. A lot of times we'll get something, you know, from the bakery and it will have like a meat pie or something in it. And, you know, Steve will eat that, or, you know, we'll find, we can donate that also someplace, or hand it to a person that maybe is experiencing homelessness, that you can just hand them a bag of food and they appreciate that. So lots of ways to manage the food that you don't want to eat as well.
Yeah, so we're going to switch gears completely again and go to, here's an app that Chris uses that I don't use, but I do the same thing in a different way. And it is for all of those people who are world travelers like we are and want to know what countries you've been to and where you haven't been yet.
Yeah, who can remember? Not me. So I use an app called Countries Been, and it's a visual app, and you just you click on the country that you've been and it highlights and counts. It also does cities too. So I think I've done 82 countries. And I just go in the app, and every time I go, oh, new country.
Yeah.
But my new countries are getting fewer and fewer.
Exactly. So I just use a spreadsheet for that because I also like to track, you know, where I've been and what countries I've been to and which ones that I might, you know, have on my radar, like for the next year when we're planning our travel, to say, you know, how much of the world we've explored and we've experienced. But it is, it's a cool thing to track.
Now, our next two apps are going to save you a ton of money and give you a ton of money.
Ooh. Oh.
So, next one, Stockperks.
Yeah, so Stockperks. So, did you know if you go on a cruise that you can get like sometimes $250 or more of onboard credit just for walking on the boat,
And what is onboard credit?
Onboard credit is free money that you can use, and a lot of times you can use it in the casino, you can use it in the shops, you can use it for excursions, and $250 is a lot of money, but how do you do it?
Right. So most of the cruise lines do this. We particularly do it for the Carnival cruise lines, which is Carnival, Princess, Holland, Cunard, P&O. I'm missing one.
That's okay.
And Carnival and Princess. And then the other cruise lines, which is Norwegian, which is, I can't remember what all the Norwegian owns. Anyway, if you buy 100 shares in each company, 100 in Carnival, which is all those cruise lines, and then 100 in Norwegian, which is all the other cruise lines, with that shareholder benefit, you get onboard credit. And the amount of onboard credit they give you depends on how long the cruise is. We're usually on cruises that are 15 days or more, which usually gets us $250 of onboard credit. How do you get that onboard credit? So there's an app called Stockperks. The benefit of this app is you sign in and then it will connect to your brokerage account, see that you own those shares, and then report that to the cruise line, and then automatically you get the onboard credit. The Carnival Cruise Lines uses Stockperks. Norwegian's not there yet, but I bet they're coming there. Norwegian, you have to do it manually. But it's nice because I don't have to send statements and redact account numbers and take screenshots. Stockperks just takes care of it. I put in my cruise confirmation number, the date, and the boat, and boom, the Stockperks or the perk shows right up on my folio on the boat, and I can go spend $250 on a pair of Ray-Ban sunglasses in the gift shop.
That's nice, and it's not like you're spending. It's not like you're buying 100 shares of stock and that you'll never get your money back again. You can always sell the stock, and in some ways, these the travel industry. Stock values are going up, so you actually might make money on the purchase as well.
Yeah, and both stocks I actually think have dividends. But what's nice is you can do this for every single cruise, as long as you own the stock. So we've done this with Carnival probably 15 times,
Possibly,
times 250. Yeah. Whatever that number is, it's less than what the cost of the stock cost. So we are way, way, way ahead of the game on putting our money where our mouth is.
Yes.
Okay. The last one. This is my favorite app.
We're up to the last one, and it's actually a combination of a few different apps that you kind of use to work together, and it's for everybody who loves to read. Who doesn't love to read?
Who doesn't love, especially my books, 2 Carry-Ons and a Plan, The Nomad Life, Wanderlust Wisdom, 50 Hikes, 50 States. Go grab them, although they're not in this app, sadly. Actually, you can order them, and it takes, anyway. The app that we love is Libby. Libby is a fabulous app that allows you to check eBooks out of your library and delivered right onto your phone onto your Kindle. Most libraries are accessible. You have to have a library card, and you can have more than one library card on your Libby account. So there's several libraries in the US, both the Los Angeles Library and the Boston Library. We were able to get library cards there. I think we might have used our Airbnb address or something. We were able to get library cards. We also have our Denver library card. You connect Libby app to your libraries, and then you can just go into the app, look for books, and when they're available, they're delivered right to you. Yeah. The delivery part comes to Kindle. Most of it's done through Kindle. So if you don't have a Kindle, not a problem. Just download the Kindle app, and you can use the Kindle app on your phone. So there are some other formats that you can use. I prefer Kindle. I don't even pay attention. I think there's an EPUB and Oversize, I think it is. Yeah. But anyway, Kindle's easy. I like it, and I have a Kindle. So.
And also an option for audiobooks
as well. Yeah, and magazines.
Mm-hmm. So this is a great tool. So again, the first thing you have to do is you have to have a library card someplace, right? So your hometown, your library card, and then you get the Libby app, and the Libby is what connects to your library, and you basically check out an ebook. And then once you say, okay, I've got this ebook for 3 weeks, and it says, would you like me to put this on your Kindle? And you say yes, and it's available instantly downloaded onto your Kindle. Now, you don't have to have a Kindle device, which is what I think is really brilliant. You can have the Kindle app on your phone, which I do, although I have a Kindle device as well.
Yeah, I have both too.
But if you have the Kindle app on your phone, you can download the books to your phone and read on your phone, and you don't need another device for an ebook. I did that for a long time, but then I wound up getting a Kindle, and I really like that as well.
And then,
but you don't need a Kindle to do this.
And when my Kindle went missing, as you all know, the history of my Yaya travel sisterhood of the traveling missing Kindle that I left in Bucharest. Yeah, Bucharest, and then it's a long story. I ended up getting it back in 7 people later. I got it back, but while my Kindle was missing, I actually just read on my Kindle app on my phone the same books.
Yeah,
so
it was great.
Yeah.
So, love to read, and this makes it super easy
and free.
And it's free. You're basically just checking out books from your library.
Yeah, with no cost. And the value of unlimited books, priceless.
Priceless.
We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for traveling along with us.